that's special about Cornerstone. It's family. It's family. So Cornerstone is a place where people can come to experience a rapid shift in their paradigm.
I see clients, get through that foggy detox stage, and then start to become a little bit more vulnerable in individual or group sessions. They learn what it truly means to be, or to be able to identify themselves as a drug addict or an alcoholic, and not associate that with guilt and shame.
They go from just give me what I need to what can I give to my family and the people around me and the world around me. And what you see a person that was a taker become a giver.
And I get to sit across from them and just begin with, we call it a biopsychosocial, but what it really is an opportunity to hear somebody's story in the beginning when they're really not well. And so it makes it easy because they're questions with answers that have layers to them. And so when I get to know that story ahead of time and then to see them transform with their time with us is like a miracle.
When you're up against fellow addicts and alcoholics, they call you on that bullshit and you can't hide. Like, you actually know what is going on. And that was the biggest thing for me. Just somebody who knew and was like, could relate, like have the story where you're like, oh, like that happened to you too,
So you come in, I came in extremely broken. I was afraid, I was lost, I was a child, man. I was a broken, scared little child is what it comes down to. And piece by piece, Cornerstone built me back up. They dive right in, down into the depths with you to help you get out because they've been there before. It's amazing now to be on the other side of it because I see so much of myself in the young men that come in.
I like watching guys go through their struggle and then at least step out a little bit and see, and then change on their own, not by what I said, but they experience it themselves. I'll open some doors, open some windows for them, say, hey, look over there, you may want to check that out. And then they come in a week later or you see them a couple days later and there's something different. They got a different look in their eye,
This isn't the place that you come to go through the motions, to satisfy the needs of other people. This is a place where you come to change your life, to transform your life.
It's extremely warm and welcoming ever since the first day I stepped in as a client, and still to this day as I'm an employee now.
We don't sugarcoat things. You're not walking around on eggshells, but at the same time, as a previous client and now an employee, I know I can bring anything up. I don't have to be scared of what I'm going to say or how it's going to be perceived or if I'm going to be judged. It's open, it's honest, brutally honest sometimes.
Because I do admissions, so I get a phone call from this kid who's telling me how he shoots heroin or drinks alcohol or smokes fentanyl pills and how he's miserable and can't stay sober, and every time he gets sober he wants to put a gun in his mouth, and I can relate to that. And then they come in, I'm getting goosebumps when they come in, and with clinical care and good sponsorship, there's this light that gets turned on, and before you know it, you go and have a conversation with the same person, and they look the same and they have the same name, and the conversation is just geared totally different. They're not even the same person. It's the transformation, I think, is just like a lot of alcoholics, man, where the old self dies and a new one's reborn.
We are able to see the progress of clients from the first day they enter the door to the last day that they graduate the program.
But when guys go home and they know how to do their laundry, they know how to cook dinner, they know how to clean up after themselves and become a functioning member in their immediate society of their family, loved ones, and then when they go out into the real world, knowing how to participate
and show up for other people.
Watching a guy come in broken, and when they leave and getting to see them participate in life and really being able to solve some of the issues, mostly life skills, right? You know, whether it's working or working sober, or trying to work on a marriage, or being a father, or any of that. I feel like when I get to see that after product, the part that I enjoy the most is seeing these guys that just get it and they get to live these amazing lives that I have the experience of living myself, you know?
The culture speaks highly of professionalism, but also a level of caring that you don't usually see in healthcare. And I wanted to be a part of that.
We care about the person. We look them in the eye when we're talking to them. We mean what we say, and I really like that. And that's why I love working there. I absolutely love coming to work every single day.
I feel like the thing that separates Cornerstone is that the people genuinely care. The people that work for Cornerstone, myself included. I literally get paid to do something that I love.
Thank you for letting me be a part of Cornerstone, because this is a company unlike any other, and I'm super excited that I get to be a part of this.
From my viewpoint, as a former client, it was like, I'm in this ditch that I totally put myself in, and I don't know how to get out. And this problem I'm facing brought me to my hands and knees. The people here, it was like, all right, man, like, you're gonna crawl, you're gonna walk, you're gonna run, you're gonna do burpees, and then you're gonna help someone else do it, man. And we're gonna take the difficult task, man. That's like what brings the most joy out of life. Nothing comes easy, man.
Our main goal is to help people, regardless of anything else, is that's the forefront in everybody's mind. It frames the way that people ask me questions. It frames the way that I ask questions, and it's a really cool thing to see. I don't know that I've ever met a group, a culture of people who were more dedicated to the happiness and the recovery of the people that they work with.
I think we understand where the clients are at. We understand what they're feeling, but then in the next breath, we aren't going to co-sign with maladapted behaviors to their detriment. We understand that at times we can only push a client so hard, but we're gonna find that line.
We push through, we dig deep, we get real as fuck. It's not an easy place to get sober. And yet, as challenging as it is emotionally, physically, and psychologically and spiritually to get through the curriculum at Cornerstone, it's possible because of all the love and all the support. People all the way through the process have all done it or are doing it presently, including the staff, including me. We're all in this together. We're all evolving together. The tears, the jokes, the stories, the hard conversations, the family members, Common Ground Day, everything from the first admissions calls to hugging people goodbye, watching them sponsor new clients. It's electric, man.